continue with example 3. Find the partial fraction decomposition for this function here. So first of all, let's check whether this function is a proper or improper function. So you can see that the highest power for numerator is 2, the highest power for denominator is 3, meaning that power of numerator is less than power of denominator. Therefore, this is a proper function. Now, let's factorize the denominator because we want to split the fraction according to the factor of denominator. So this is x cubed plus 2x squared minus 3x. So let us factorize x first. Then let us just factorize this quadratic equation. Number 3, let us now write this equation here, and then let's perform the partial fraction decomposition. So this is a linear, so it's just over x. This is another linear plus over x plus 3, and then plus another linear x minus 1. So this is just a single constant up here in your numerator a, b, c. Now let's try to solve this, which is we want to find our a, b, c, and later on we want to fill in this equation here because this is our answer. Now let us equate the denominator in order to solve this. So for the first term here, we just need to multiply another x plus 3 and x minus 1. And then if you multiply something in the denominator, you must multiply also in the numerator. For the second one, we already have x plus 3, so we must multiply with x minus 1. So let's multiply also in our numerator. And finally, for the third term, we already have x minus 1, so let's multiply with x plus 3. So now we have equate the denominator, and what you should do now is let's multiply both sides with the factor x plus 3, x minus 1. So when you multiply both sides, you can get rid of both of denominator, and then we are just left with the numerator here. Now let's focus on this numerator because we want to find out what is our a, b, and also c. There are two methods that you can use. First is using elimination method. So in elimination method, let's choose what is the value of x so that we can cancel out one of the factor. For example, we have x here, so we can let x equal to 0. When we let x equal to 0, this term is 0. And this term also becomes 0. So we are just left with this term containing a. So let's solve this. This is a, this is 3, this is minus 1 for your right hand side. And for your left hand side, this is 0, this is 0, minus 9. So let's just solve this. So our answer is a equal to 3. Next, let us eliminate this factor here, x minus 1. So in order to eliminate x minus 1, let us take x equal to 1 so that we can eliminate this first term and eliminate the second term. We are just left with the third term. So let's substitute c1, this is 4 for your right hand side. For your left hand side, this is just 4 times 1 squared plus 13 times 1 minus 9. So let us solve this. 8 equal to 4c, therefore our c is equal to 2. Next, we have another factor that we want to eliminate, which is x plus 3. So we must take like x equal to negative 3. Therefore, we can eliminate this term, eliminate this term here, and we are just left with the term b. So let's substitute here, minus 3, and this is minus 3 minus 1, which is minus 4. That is for our right hand side. Let's look at our left hand side. Let's put in our x as minus 3 here, and then we can solve this. Minus 12 is equal to 12b, therefore your b is equal to minus 1. So this is what our aim, and we want to find out what's the value of A, B, and C. And then we can write back the question here. And this is equal to the one that is highlighted here, which is A over X, which is 3 over X, plus B over X plus 3, which is minus 1 over X plus 3, plus C over X minus 1. So our C is 2, so plus 2 over X minus 1. So this is the answer for partial fraction decomposition. We have another alternative method, which is comparing coefficient, which is from what we have up until here. Let's expand all of this factor here. So you can see here that we have expanded this term here, all the fraction, and then let's equate what is the coefficient for x squared plus this is the equation for x, and this is the equation for constant. So now let's compare the coefficient. So coefficient for x squared on your left hand side is 4, on your right hand side is a plus b plus c. So put this as equation number 1. For equation number 2, this is the coefficient for x. So on your left hand side is 13, on your right hand side is 2a minus b plus 3c. So this is equation number 2. And for the last one is for the constant. Your left hand side is minus 9 and your right hand side is minus 3a. So let's see, what can you solve first? Obviously you can solve this one, the third equation, which is minus 9 equal to minus 3a. Therefore your a is equal to 3. So let's add these two equations here. 4 plus 13 is 17. This is 9. This is 0. And c plus 3c is 4c. So now let's just solve this. Therefore your c is equal to 2. Now let's substitute your c is equal to 2 in equation number 1. A plus b plus c equal to 4. And then fill in, your a is 3, your c is equal to 2. Then we can solve for b. Therefore your b will be equal to negative 1. So as usual, take the question and equate to the simplified version where you have put in your a, b, and also c. Let's see another question here. Example 4. Find the PFD for this equation here. So first of all, let's check whether this is proper or improper. The degree of numerator is 2, degree for denominator is 3, therefore this is proper. The power of numerator is less than power of denominator. After we have found out this is proper, therefore let's now factorize the denominator, which is, this is already factorized. So now let us write the question. And then let's use partial fraction decomposition. This is just a linear, so this is a over x plus, this is repeated linear, so it is b over x minus 3 plus another constant c over x minus 3 squared. Therefore, this is the final answer later on for your partial fraction decomposition after you have filled in a, b, and also c. Now let's try to equate the denominator so that you can further finding a, b, and c. You already have x, but you need to have another x minus 3 squared. So let's just multiply x minus 3 squared in numerator and also denominator. Next, you already have x minus 3, so we need another x and x minus 3. Let's also multiply in your numerator. And finally, you already have x minus 3 squared and you need another x, so let's just multiply x here. Now we have equate the denominator of both sides. Therefore, let us multiply both sides with x minus 3 squared. So this one is cancelled and this is also cancelled out. So now we are just left with your numerator, which is x squared plus 10x minus 36 equal to a x minus 3 squared plus b x minus 3 plus cx. Now let's try to use elimination method in order to find a, b, and c. So first of all, you know that we have x here. So the easiest one to target is this number here. So just let x equal to 0. So you have lose this term and also the last term. You're just left with a. So let's solve. On your left hand side is minus 36. On your right hand side is a minus 3 squared. So this is 9a. Therefore, our a is equal to negative 4. Now let's eliminate x minus 3. In order to eliminate that, we must let our x equal to 3. So when x equal to 3, we have eliminated this term. We have eliminated the term b. And now you're just left with your c terms. Therefore, 3c on your right hand side is equal to, and then just put in x equal to 3 at the equation. Therefore, we can find out the answer c is equal to 1. So finally, we have the value of a and c. We're just missing out on b. However, we cannot choose any number which can eliminate straight away the factor, because x equal to 0 is already used and x equal to 3 is already used. So what you should do now is you just choose any number in order to find b. So just take a simple number like x equal to 1. So your left hand side is equal to 1 plus 10 minus 36. And your right hand side is, just fill in this 1, 1, 1, and this is 1. So we have found up until this point here. So let's substitute. Our a already found, which is minus 4, and c is already found, this is equal to 1. So let's just solve until finally you get the answer. B is equal to 5. So finally, let's conclude our answer. This is the question, equal to a, which is negative 4 over x, plus b, which is 5 over x minus 3, plus c, which is 1 over x minus 3 squared. Another method is to use comparing coefficients. So from this equation here, let's just expand all of the factor that we have. And then let's equate the coefficient for x squared plus the equation for x plus the equation for constant. So now let's compare. The coefficient for x squared on your left hand side is 1. On your right hand side is a plus b. So you can keep this first. Second, the coefficient for x on your left hand side is 10. The coefficient for x on your right hand side is minus 6a minus 3b plus c. So this is equation number 2. Now let's see comparing coefficient for constant. So this is minus 36 equal to 9a. So you can see that we can solve a straight away. From equation 3, minus 36 is equal to 9a. Therefore, your a is equal to negative 4. Now, let's see how about another 2 equation here. Let's put in the value of a equal to minus 4. So straight away, you got b equal to 5. And for another one, we just substitute from equation number 2. Let's fill in what is our a, which is negative 4, and let's fill in what is our b, which is 5. So altogether, c is equal to 1. So finally, we can conclude our answer from the question here. This is equal to negative 4 over x plus 5 over x minus 3 plus 1 over x minus 3 squared.